Welcome to Kunzy in English. This is not just a place to learn English. This is where you train your mind to think in English. Let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered why, after years of learning English, you still have to translate every sentence in your head? Why your responses are slow, your speech feels awkward, and English still doesn't feel natural? Today, you're about to discover a powerful secret, a simple yet life-changing technique that will help you train your brain to stop translating and start thinking in English directly. Part 1, Introduction. Why you still translate in your head. Many English learners make the same mistake. They translate everything in their head. When they listen, they think in their native language. When they speak, they create the sentence in their language first, and then try to turn it into English. That's exactly why your reaction time is slow, why your words don't flow naturally, and why you sometimes feel nervous or stuck when speaking. But why does this happen? Because from childhood, your brain was trained to think in your native language. And if you don't retrain it with intention, no matter how many words you know or how well you understand grammar, you'll stay trapped in this translation loop. But here's the good news. Your brain is like a muscle, and it can be trained. You don't need talent. You just need the right method. In today's episode, you'll learn why your brain keeps translating, how to break that habit, and a simple, powerful daily exercise to help your brain start thinking in English. The goal of this episode is clear. Don't just understand. Practice. Don't just listen. Take action. Are you ready? It's time to make English the language of your thoughts. No more barriers. No more translation. Let's begin. Part 2, Thinking in English like a child. If you want to think in English, you have to stop thinking like a student and start thinking like a child. Think about it. How do children learn their first language? Do they study grammar rules? Do they translate every word into another language? Of course not. Children don't learn by translation. They learn by connection. They hear the word apple and see an apple. They hear run and feel themselves running. They hear happy and they're actually smiling. That's the secret. Children connect words with experiences, not with other words. And that's exactly what you need to do too. If every English word you hear goes through your native language first, you're building a wall between you and English. But when you connect English words directly to images, actions, emotions, you create a direct path in your brain, a shortcut. That's how fluency begins. Here's your goal. Don't think run equal chai. Instead, feel what run means. Picture it, hear it, feel the action. Every time you learn a new word, ask yourself, can I see it in my mind? Can I feel what it means? Can I use it in a real situation, not just in a sentence? This is how you train your brain to think like a child, to create direct links between your thoughts and English. No more middleman, no more translation, just English flowing naturally like it's your first language. Let's keep going. In the next part, you'll learn a simple daily technique that will reprogram your brain to think in English, step by step. Part 3, Naming objects around you. Here's a simple habit that can change the way you think. Start naming things in English. Wherever you are right now, look around. What do you see? A table, a chair, a window, your phone, maybe a tree outside the window, a cup of coffee. Now here's the challenge. Don't say these words in your language. Don't translate. Just think in English. In your mind, whisper table, chair, tree, phone, window. That's it. This is not about speaking. It's about thinking. You don't need to say the words out loud. You don't need anyone to hear you. Just train your brain to choose English first. It sounds small, but it's powerful. When you do this every day, you start building a new reflex. Your brain begins to prefer English, naturally. And one day, without even trying, you'll see something, and the English word will appear in your mind instantly. That's the goal, to stop translating, to react in English, to think in English. So right now, try it. Look around and name 5 things in English in your mind. Do it every day, anywhere, anytime. This is how fluency starts, with tiny thoughts repeated often until they become automatic. Let's move to the next part, where we go one step deeper and start turning full thoughts into English. Ready? Part 4, describing daily actions. Now let's do a fun exercise. Describe your daily actions in English. Whenever you're doing something, try to think about it in your head, in English. For example, when you're brushing your teeth, you can think, I am brushing my teeth. When you're making tea, think, I'm making tea. When you're walking, say in your head, I am walking. These are all things you do every day, right? So why not take advantage of them to practice your English? This will make thinking in English more natural and easier than ever. You don't need to think too hard about it. Just simply describe what you're doing, right when you're doing it. Every small action you describe in English will bring you closer to thinking naturally in English. This habit will no longer require effort. After a while, you'll realize that your brain has started to automatically choose English to describe everything you do. Do this every day, not only at home, but also when you're out, working, or even driving. Describe your actions in your head in English, and you'll notice the gradual change. This is a simple yet effective way to train your brain to think in English without feeling stressed or overwhelmed. Try it today and feel the difference. Part 5, morning routine practice. Let's take your morning routine as an example. Try to imagine your morning and describe it in your head in English. For instance, I wake up. I stretch. I go to the bathroom. I make breakfast. Start from the moment you wake up and go through the routine in your mind in English. This will help you practice thinking in English without even realizing it. Do this every morning and soon it will become a natural habit. Part 6, training your inner voice. Exercise. When you have free time, try talking to yourself in English. For example, what should I eat today? Maybe pizza. This exercise helps you think in English naturally throughout your daily life. Part 7, building vocabulary through thinking. Learn new words every day and use them to form sentences. Exercise. Choose a topic, fruits, clothes, etc. Create a list of related words and then make sentences in your mind. This practice helps you internalize vocabulary and build confidence in using English naturally. Part 9, active listening and summarizing. Don't just listen passively. Exercise. After watching a video or listening to a podcast, try summarizing what you heard in English. For example, first boil water, then add the tea leaves. Doing this helps you retain information longer and think more quickly in English. Part 10, reading without translating. Exercise. Read simple English books, articles, or captions. Don't translate each word. Instead, try to guess the meaning through the context and the images in your mind. This practice helps you to think directly in English, making reading faster and more natural over time. Part 11, visualizing and describing in English. Exercise. Close your eyes and imagine a place like your kitchen. Describe it in English, e.g., I see the fridge. I open it. This exercise helps you link images to vocabulary in your mind, making it easier to think in English when you're in real situations. Part 12, Describing Emotions in English exercise. When you experience emotions, describe them in English. This practice helps you express your inner world in English, making it easier to connect with your feelings and communicate them clearly. Part 13, Reflecting at the End of the Day. Exercise. Before going to sleep, reflect on your day in English. This helps train your memory and thinking skills by using real-life experiences to process language in English. Part 14, Shadowing Technique. Introduction. The shadowing technique involves listening to a native speaker and immediately repeating what they say. This exercise helps improve your reaction time, pronunciation, and allows you to speak with the natural intonation of a native speaker. Part 15, Using your environment. Change your phone language to English. By setting your phone to English, you'll constantly be exposed to the language in a familiar context. This simple change helps trigger automatic thinking in English, making it a part of your everyday routine and strengthening your language skills effortlessly. Congratulations on taking the first steps to train your brain to think in English. Remember, this is a journey, and consistency is key. Keep practicing these techniques, and soon enough, thinking in English will feel as natural as your native language. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Kunzy in English for more tips and lessons to boost your English skills. Let's keep growing together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.